your holy name. You're
I look around and see what God has done. Hey, hey. How He has given us His only Son. And I wanna say, whoa, what sweet salvation. Lord, man's great redemption, it was filled with love and devotion, yeah. And I won't forget Calvary. I wanna give my God all the praise, yeah. That's why I serve my Lord throughout my days. And I really wanna say, whoa, what sweet salvation, yeah. Lord, man's great redemption, Lord, it was filled with love and devotion. And I won't forget Calvary. Yes, sir. Hey, Lord, yeah. Hey. What great salvation! Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll look around and see what God has done. Yeah, yeah. How He has given us His only begotten Son. Yeah, yeah. And I really wanna say, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. What sweet salvation. Yeah, Lord, man's great redemption. Oh, it was filled with love and devotion. It's all about you.
LA's fine with sunshine most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. Palm Tree Road, rent so low, don't you know? But I keep working my way back. But I'm a Jamaican boy who's born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York is home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all night.
Yes. It is Thursday.
Did you read about a frog who dream of
It is Thursday. It is Thursday once again, ladies and gentlemen. And I am here. I am in the house. Live and in living colors.
except for the name? If you
Wow.
talk about me,
Your boy is here.
story is a
Your Jamaican boy. Lost between two shores.
got this tempting.
Your St. Thomas boys in the house. The little boy from St. Thomas, Jamaica. How are you, everybody? How is everybody doing? How is it going in your neck of the woods?
And I'm a man who don't like to swear, but I
My
hate
name is Chris Whilby,
hello.
the boy from St. Thomas,
I am
Jamaica.
to no one there.
St. Thomas in the east, the wise men coming from the east, yeah?
One heard at
I am here, I am live,
even the
and we are rocking. Hey, come on. Let's rock, everybody.
I am my pride.
It's another Thursday, and you know, if it is Thursday, it is the Chris Wilby Show. It is the international show with Jamaican vibes. Lots and lots of Jamaican vibes. And this Thursday, it is Anything Goes. Anything Thursday. So what's on your mind? What's on your mind, ladies and gentlemen? We have our topic of the week.
And I can't
But at the same time, we're not going to be sticking to one topic this evening. We're going to be talking any and everything that is on our minds. So, what is on your mind? Don't worry about what is on my mind. I want to hear about what is on your mind. I want to talk about what is on your mind.
anyone.
So let's get to it. Let's get to it, everybody. Let's get to it.
Name a few other changes you talk
I
about.
want to say big up to Linkage Radio, the Linkage Radio Massive, Fit FM 96.7, Your Life, Your Music, and of course the big bad station Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. All the listeners across the globe, I want to say welcome to you. Facebook Live and YouTube. All my YouTubers, I want to say good evening to you. Don't forget to hit that like button as you come out, as you enter the room. Hit the like button, and then you hit the share button.
To no one there. And
Hit the like button and hit the share button.
that all
Now let's get cracking. Let's get rolling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I
We're live.
cry.
Let's go. Let's get the show on the road. And this evening, we haven't done a Gospel Thursday yet. Believe me, we haven't done a Gospel Thursday yet. But we're going to get that in there. We're going to get that in there right after this message. It is Anything Thursday. Anything Thursday. Every second Thursday right here on the big bad station, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. If you are thinking about it, we want to talk about it. It is conversations, debates, fun, and laughter. Your thoughts and your opinions matter. Share them with us or send them to us at CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, care of info@CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. I say again, info@CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, or call us live on air at 774-408-8860. WhatsApp 508-762-7621. Come join the Key Vibers family. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. It is Anything Thursday. Every second Thursday, right here on the Chris Wilby Show, starting at 8 p.m. sharp. CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, covering the globe like no one else can.
You see, right now, I just got me a deal with there. So what I want, my friend George Brooks? Why, Richie Steven? What else they have with the almighty crazy? And the best thing that, cause where
As we get the show on the road, this is Richard Stevens featuring George Knox.
I am coming.
It is Gospel Vibes Thursday. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're live and rocking.
Fell to my knees.
Are you ready?
In praise of your
Are you ready for another Thursday?
thanking you, Lord, every step
Sister Patricia.
the way.
Sister Pat, what's on your mind, Sister Pat? What's on your mind?
You,
What are you talking about, Sister Pat? What's your topic?
you touch my heart.
What is the topic that you're talking about, Sister Pat?
I thank you.
Linkage Massive, Linkage Radio Massive.
You done.
What's on your mind?
You bless my life in so many ways.
We want to hear from you.
Never
Conversations, debates, fun, and laughter. Yeah, your thoughts and opinions matter. Come on and share them with us.
my Lord.
Share them with us. We want to hear your inner thoughts.
All
Everything that you're thinking about, we want to hear about it. Come on.
are your children, and so we give you praise.
Let's go.
Oh, Father, you know I love you. You touch my heart, my soul with your mercy. I thank you, my Lord, for all you've done for me. You bless my life in so many ways. Father, I know in so many ways. Oh, Lord. So when I remember just where I'm coming from, hey, to where I'm standing now, fell to my knees in praise of your
Yeah man, you know it's
name.
your boy STP out to the R DJ Chef in the place representing for the one and only Chris Willoughby show. It's the only way to go. If you never know, now you know. This is the place where you feel wanted, you feel love, you feel at peace, you also feel blessed. Remember you can turn it down but don't turn it off. Chris Willoughby, music to them soul and heart. And remember you know, get your hot tea, get your hot coffee. So Chris Willoughby have the hot topic.
Bless my
It's the only way to go. If you never know,
many ways. Oh, I will never ever leave you out. I won't be ungrateful to you, my Lord. I know that this world is all in your hands. We are your children, and so we give you praise. Oh, Father, you know I love you. You touch my heart. No.
It is Gospel Vibes. Gospel Vibe Thursday.
Lord Almighty.
Inside the anything.
Well,
We're gonna get to those. We're gonna get to those in just a moment.
I want to separate me from your
In the meantime,
love.
share the link, people. Share the link.
Nothing will be able to turn me away from you. I love you, Father. Anyhow, the afflictions of the righteous, the hearts of men getting more and more vicious. Brutality is on the increase. Tell me, when the love of God sees no power on earth to separate me from Lord. Love my Jesus, nothing will be able to turn me away from you. I love you, Father.
To Chris Whilby, the Vibes Master on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Hey, listeners, you are listening to Chris Whilby, The Vibes Master on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, covering the globe like no one else can. Don't you touch that dial. Caribbean Vibes Radio with Chris Whilby. Big up yourself, Chris Whilby. This is the Chris Whilby Show, the international show with Jamaican vibes. Don't touch that dial.
With the melody, you surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. With the melody, you
This
surround
is the
me
Chris Whilby
with
Show, the international show with Jamaican vibes. Don't you touch that dial.
deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I
am Ginger Spice from New Jersey, and you are listening to Caribbean Vibes Radio, the very best online radio station. Caribbean Vibes Radio, #1. Keep it locked.
I am a child of God. Say, from my mother's womb, you have chosen me. Your love has called my name. I've been born again into a family. Your blood flows through my veins. I'm no longer a slave.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris Whilby, the Vibes Master, inviting you to tune in to Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, that's CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. Caribbean with a K. Every Thursday, starting at 8 p.m. for the Chris Whilby Show. It is the international show with Jamaican vibe. It is fun. Don't forget to log on at www.CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, YouTube and Facebook Live. Every Thursday, also broadcasting on FM 96.7, Your Life, Your Music, and the Big Bad station from out of New York City, the Big Bad Linkage Radio. It is Caribbean Vibes Radio Network and the Chris Whilby Show. Tune in. Don't you forget. It is the Chris Whilby Show, Caribbean Vibes Radio.com, covering the globe like no one else can.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing this evening? So it is, as we call it, Anything Thursday, right? Anything Thursday. So whatever is on your mind this evening, we want to talk about it. I want you to call me and talk to me about anything that you were thinking of today, yesterday, all week. Anything you were discussing, I mean, like anything at all. We want to hear from you this evening, Anything Thursday, right? So, there are many things happening out there in the news, and I have gotten some people shared some stuff with me. I'm going to share some of them with you, and then, we can probably discuss them or not. The only thing that I ask of you, I got one that unfortunately I can't put it on the air because you have to remember that we're not only on YouTube, we're also on radio. So we can't just play anything, right? And some of the stuff. So that's the only stipulation that I have. Whatever you're sharing, it must be worthy of airplay, right? Whatever you're sharing, it must be worthy of airplay. Now, this one I am going to share with you. The first topic. Now, I have the topic of the week, but I'm going to share this first one that I got. Somebody shared it with me, and I'm going to share it with you, and then we can open up the discussion about this one. Yeah, it's very interesting. I've heard this one before, but hey, listen, I'm just going to play I'm not going to play the video. I'm going to share just the audio for you. And let's talk about it on the other side.
So I just hear one story a while ago. And I say, no sir, woman, we not easy. So I'm going to put the scenario to Uno and tell me what you would do if this were to happen to you. Now let us say you have your good husband. Things never worked out and you guys decided to divorce. Right? You divorced, but in all of this, you had a best friend. And this best friend has been with you through thick and thin. Before you even married to the husband, she knows about the husband, everything, right? You and the man divorced, and now you guys gone your separate ways. But you and your ex-husband has a good relationship because you guys have kids, on a co-parent well, everything good, on a cool. One day, after on a divorce, give it say about 2 months, your best friend is will come to you and say, "Why, Susanna? I don't want you to feel weird, but, being that you and Frankie are no longer together and you guys are divorced and you're no longer in love, would it be an issue if we dated, if she and Frankie can date?" Now, you as the best friend, answer that question. I'll be in the comments. So I just hear one.
Alright, so hope somebody want to hear about that one there. Somebody want to hear about this one here, So somebody want to hear about
Story
this
a
one.
while ago.
Make we play it
And I
back.
say, no sir, woman, we not easy. So I'm going to put the scenario to Uno and tell me what you would do if this were to happen to you. Now let us say you have your good husband. Things never worked out and you guys decided to divorce. Right? You divorced, but in all of this, you had a best friend. And this best friend has been with you through thick and thin. Before you even married to the husband, she knows about the husband, everything, right? You and the man divorced, and now you guys gone your separate ways. But you and your ex-husband has a good relationship because you guys have kids, on a co-parent well, everything good, on a cool. One day, after on a divorce, give it say about 2 months, your best friend is will come to you and say, "Why, Susanna? I don't want you to feel weird, but, being that you and Frankie are no longer together and you guys are divorced and you're no longer in love, would it be an issue if we dated, if she and Frankie can date?" Now, you as the best friend, answer that question. I'll be in the comments.
Yes, I just the blessing. I just the blessing. Father God blessing. Well, more blessing.
So I wanna hear it.
I just the
I wanna
blessing.
hear it.
I just the blessing.
You guys hear it.
Them can't stop me. I am
So in other words,
I am blessed every day.
so seriously, hold up there, Chris, hold up there. What you guys think about that one there? Because a very interesting one. First and foremost, they're divorced, right? They're divorced. So, hey, when you're divorced, you're not supposed to tell anybody who for date or who for date. You know what I mean? You're divorced, so you can't tell people. But then again, on the other hand, he's your best friend. So, something all right there, so. Something all right. Something all right there, so. Cause she say like 2 months after the divorce, your best friend, you know. Something all right. Tell me what you think. What's going on in this? Because, hey, 774-408-8860. 774-408-8860. What's your take? That's the first one.
Wake up in the morning and I lay my head.
That's the first one. What's your take? Because me think something alright.
Me say me praise God straight, make money.
Wanna think?
That's straight, man bad mind. God knows me, me love woman. Me father him, that's why me born. And enough of them a try stop me, me fly past them straight. One heap of them a wicked, so what them in a rate. You know them want back still little food from me plate, but I got over them.
Somebody said something, they did that something long time, you know. Somebody said they did a crush it, but that's why them end up divorced. Because she was the side chick all along. Whoa! Why? Somebody said that she was the side chick all along, and that's why the people there end up getting a divorce. What's your take? 774-408-8860. Somebody talk to me.
I am blessed every day of my life. I am blessed when I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest. Every day of my life, I am blessed. Me say me praise God straight, make money straight, money it has straight, one bad mind. God knows me, me love woman, me father him, that's why me born. And enough of them a try stop me, me fly past them straight. One heap of them a wicked, so what them in a rate. You know them want back still little food from me plate, but I got
come share up the live, everybody. Share up the live.
I am blessed.
Share up the live.
Every day of my life I am blessed when I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest. Every day of my life I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed. When
Sister Cherry, good evening to you. What's happening, my friend?
I lay my head to rest. Every day of my life I am blessed.
So, what would you do if you were the friend? You just got divorced, and your friend, you just got divorced, and your best friend come to you and say, hey, like, you don't want him anymore, we can't have him. Like, you dash away, you don't mind if we pick you up. Seriously. Your best friend. And if it's your best friend, you know, knowing women, they know all of your deepest, darkest secrets. We're men. We not have no secrets to tell nobody. So we not tell nobody nothing. So a man can be our best friend and they don't know squat about us. But a woman, when you have a best friend, they know your most intimate, literally, pun intended. They know your most intimate feelings, thoughts, and everything. And you decide that you're going to divorce. and your best friend is coming to you and telling you, hey, I want your husband. I want your husband, no, but your ex-husband, because you don't want him anymore. So, what do you think? Nobody thinks it weird, but that's what the thing said.
Yeah. Everybody make we get the tambourine and praise the Almighty Father. All God-fearing people. Let's go. Yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey. Up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. Shake your tambourine and praise the Lord. Cause I leave up with them bad mind. You can't stop waiting revival time. Everybody take up the tambourine and praise the Lord.
Lord, I feel like going on. Though trials press on every hand.
DJ Robert, good evening to you, my brother.
Lord,
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
like going on. I feel like going on. I feel like going on.
So let me get into my hot topic. Let me get into my hot topic, ladies and gentlemen. Recently, an article came out in the Jamaican press. I think it was the Jamaica Gleaner, or maybe it was the Observer. I don't remember. It was the one of the Jamaican papers, about the corruption in Jamaica. And this is a vexing issue. It is one that has plagued us as a country for a very, very long time. And one that every government says that they would tackle. And they would make sure that their administration is squeaky clean. And so far, all of them have failed and failed miserably. Every single administration, as far as I can remember, have failed the people of Jamaica. And it seemed to me that the government is getting more and more corrupt. So no government, no party, none of the major, you have two major political parties in Jamaica. And none of them, absolutely none of them, have clean hands. So when you hear the opposition pointing on the government and saying scandal, scandal, and corruption, corruption, take it with a grain of salt. No. Don't take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a pound of salt. No, take it with 2 pounds of salt. Because you're going to need a washout. Don't follow them. They're saying what they have to say, and they're saying what they need to say to win elections. That is what the opposition is there to do. They're there to oppose everything that the government does, because they want to paint the government in a bad light, and they're there to tell you and promise you heaven and earth and everything in between. But I'm here to talk to the Jamaican people, and I say, listen, do your own research. Don't just listen to what the politicians are saying. Because if we have to go back and look at corruption, the People's National Party does not have a leg to stand on. That is a fact. It's not me saying it. It's not me making up some stories because I'm a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party, or I would rather see the Jamaica Labour Party. That has nothing to do. What I'm saying to you can be researched, and you will find the facts. The People's National Party does not have a leg to stand on when it comes to corruption. And that's why I have said it on this program. I've said it on this show. I've said it in many forums. They need to leave corruption out of campaigning. Because I will go a little bit further than say that the parties are corrupt. And the article, I put a little caveat on the article, and I'm going to read the article for you. It says here, for what I wrote is, for decades, Jamaica has ranked poorly in the corruption index. Jamaicans readily criticize the government for corruption. But it is essential to acknowledge that the government is a reflection of the society. We have corrupt individuals who enter government, resulting in a corrupt administration. I, Chris Whilby, firmly believe it is time for us to examine ourselves and our community if we genuinely desire to effect change. Those are my sentiments. The following is a recent report on the corruption index as it relates to Jamaica, and I would love to hear what's your take. Jamaica has fallen 4 spots on Transparency International Corruption Perception Index CPI 2024, but the country's CPI score remains unchanged from year earlier levels. The International Corruption Watchdog ranks Jamaica at number 73 out of 180 countries, down from number 69 in 2023. In the 2024 CPI, which was officially released on Tuesday, the island's CPI score of 44, the highest the country has ever attained, is the same as last year, which is 44. Now, on the CPI, 0 means highly corrupt, and 100 means very clean or not corrupt at all. Over the past 23 years, Jamaica has averaged a CPI score of 38. Remember, they are aiming to reach 100. We are only at 38. We can barely pass the average of 38. We are at 44 right now. Over the past 23 years, Jamaica has averaged a CPI score of 38 with its lowest score of 30 recorded in 2009. A CPI score below 50 indicates a serious corruption problem, and Jamaica has consistently remained in this category for more than 2 decades. Again, a CPI score below 50 indicates a serious corruption problem, and Jamaica has consistently remained in this category for more than 2 decades. And I pause there. So all PMP and all JLP that is running around and pointing fingers, it's more than 2 decades. Meaning both political parties share the blame. Right? According to Transparency International, the CPI highlights the stark contrast between nations with strong independent institutions and free, fair elections and those with repressive authoritarian regimes. It explained that full democracies have a CPI average of 73, while flawed democracies average 47 and non-democratic regimes just 33. This therefore puts Jamaica in the category of a flawed democracy. In the Caribbean, Jamaica continues to lag behind Barbados, the Bahamas, and St. Vincent, which ranked higher, with Barbados earning the distinction of being perceived to be the least corrupt among the 9 English-speaking Caribbean nations for the 5th consecutive year. Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana are the only Caribbean countries with CPI scores consistently under 50. At the global level, Denmark, Finland, Singapore, and New Zealand top the 2024 CPI rankings, while South Sudan, Somalia, Venezuela, and Syria rank among the nations perceived to be the most corrupt. Ladies and gentlemen, my entire take on this situation, this corruption thing, is that every Jamaican woman know corrupt. Show me if your name, if you're Jamaican, corruption running in your blood. Yeah, me say so. I'm not take back my talk. Until we can begin to acknowledge that, we're never gonna get rid of corruption in Jamaica. And in my opening, I said that the government is a reflection of the society. The government is a reflection of the society. You have corrupt people, because sometimes people believe that the government is going to be clean. You cannot have a clean government and you don't have clean people. Who make up the government, people? Who make up the government? Who make up the government? It's the people of the country enter into government. So in other words, if you have a corrupt man, and that man has the mentality that he needs to be doing some side dealings and side hustlings, when he goes into government, is going to be the same exact thing that he's going to do. He's going to do side dealings and side hustlings. That's what we are used to. That's how we operate as Jamaicans. We're always trying to find some kind of side dealings and side hustlings. And if you are in a job, you have to hustle. So this is what we do. So when you go into government, you carry the same mentality with you. You have to scrape something off the top. You have to skim something, put something aside. The boss give you some money. You have to try to make a little thing off of what the boss give you. It's the mentality of Jamaicans. I dare one Jamaican to come and tell me that I'm lying. I dare you, I double dare you to come and tell me that I'm lying. And the same Jamaicans who are out there stealing from their bosses, stealing from their wives, stealing from their husband, stealing from their neighbors, trying to hustle from God knows who, these are the same everyday Jamaicans who will get up and talk about how corrupt the government is, and the government, whoever in government should go to prison. Really? And if you got the chance tomorrow morning, you would have done the same exact thing. Because no for no a thief. No for no a thief. Don't to no core. And I'm talking about everybody in the country. Christian or no Christian. That's the mentality of Jamaicans. I'm sorry to say it, it's true. I am a Jamaican. I move around Jamaicans. I know Jamaican mentality. This is who we are. We're a corrupt set of people. We are. It's like it's in our DNA. So I don't want to hear nobody come talk to me about corruption. Watch this. The People's National Party is in opposition. And they're vying to become the government. And they did very well in the recent local government election. They did very well. By all indication and all metrics, they did very well. So now they want to expand and they want to come and take over central government. And they have not gotten into power yet. And they are caught in corruption. Caught in corruption. Excuse me, big scandal right now. Big, huge scandal right now. Central Kingston, and do your research. And monies were given. They're using the parish council, the parish councils, to run their party elections. That is illegal. And guess what's happening? The PMP, all the PMP are saying, hey, nothing, there's nothing to see here. Mark Golden, the leader of the opposition, just came out and said, hey, nah, nothing wrong. No. So everybody's turning a blind eye to that. But yet, we are to believe that when they come into power, they haven't come into power yet, you know. They are seeking to come into power, you know. And they are caught red-handed in corruption. And every day they come out with a different statement, confusing statement. That is not adding up. And every day they talk about how corrupt the government is. But no better. No better herring, no better barrel. So I say to you, my friends, Jamaicans, it's time we look into the mirror. Michael Jackson have a song to say, start with the man in the mirror. But until you can look yourself in the eye, when you look in the mirror, and honestly say, I am not corrupt. And I will not be corrupt. Then no can't talk to nobody. That me say, I mean not take back my talk. That's my take. What's your take? Mr. Morgie, how are you, my brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Telephone line is now open. Telephone line is now open. 774-408-8860. Which of the topics so far you want to talk to me about? Come on, people, talk to me. Which of the topics you want to talk to me about? 774-408-8860. Call me up.
Yeah man, you know it's your boy, S to the P or to the R, DJ Chef in the place representing for the one and only Chris Willoughby show. It's the only way to go. If you never know, now you know. This is the place where you feel wanted, you feel love, you feel at peace, you also feel blessed. Remember you can turn it down but don't turn it off. Chris Willoughby, music to them soul and heart. And remember get your hot tea, get your hot coffee. Because Chris Willoughby have the hot topic.
your mind. What if you like Jamaica people? And you are listening to The Chris Whilby Show.
Oh, and I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to show the way from the earth to the cross. What a price you paid from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name, forever lift your name You came from heaven. You came from heaven to earth. And I'm eternally grateful. From the earth to the
So we're hearing that somehow Canada just signed a trade deal to buy oranges from Ecuador instead of Florida.
You came from heaven. Your only son.
Canada just signed a trade deal to buy oranges from Ecuador. So they're running away from the United States. Boy, oh boy. I tell you.
Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Glory, glory. Lord, I lift your name on high. And even now, you're having intercession. Lord, I lift your name on high.
Hello, good evening. You're live on the radio.
Boy, the subject you talk about is very radioactive.
Radioactive.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting choice of words here.
Very radioactive, high voltage.
Which one of them? Two of them, which one of them?
Well, the political one.
Oh, the corruption. So what's your take, my brother? You think me a madman, not true?
There's no denying that corruption have always been what we have now come to know as corruption. It's pretty much pervasive thing and been a part of Jamaica's life and lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know that the things that we have come now to know corruption was corruption.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no corruption we knew is when you have a coal or when something are rotten, that's corruption.
Yeah.
Even though when you look at think about it though, kind of like synonymous with corruption, the rotten thing.
Yes.
But yeah, corruption is, but you know, Chris, not apologizing or anything, but when you look back at Jamaica, not excusing it, but you can understand why this kind of thing exists. When one second, when economically and I'm trying to find the right word.
When people are
And
economically challenged, they feel like they
Right.
have to resort to backdoor
Correct.
dealings and
Yeah.
and all of
So
that.
that's really there will always corruption, unfortunately, in all levels of life. But just come to Jamaica, the average thing is pull string thing, as we call it, pull a string or thing.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with economics, you know, and so a man on both sides have to be looking to see how he can make something to
A little
know,
something
so
extra.
that-
They want a little something extra every time. No matter how the dealings go, they have to always be looking to get something extra.
But because the thought is there is the possibility of I can get a better deal. It's kind of old thing of going to the market and haggling.
But
the market and you say it's X amount for a pound, and you say you can't give me the X amount for Y amount. It's always something in the back of the mind that there's a possibility that it can be less. And so therefore, therein drives the desire to want see if you get a little extra or a little less. If no, I say it go, you go your way, or you just do what is required of you. But there's always that thought in the back of your brain. And again, survival drives that. As I said, there is corruption at different levels. The pull string thing, survival drives that. We talk about corruption in high places, like from back in those days, you've had ministers on government, different government, different party, but at a very high level, But
the point I was trying to make, my brother, is that while I understand what you're saying, that for whatever reason, corruption exists within the society. For some strange reason, most Jamaicans don't see themselves as corrupt. That's a problem. That there is a disconnect, where the population, for some strange reason, they only associate the word corruption with government. That's it. The only time they think about corruption is government. So they don't believe that they, in their dealings, their everyday dealings, and as you suggest, all of those things, they don't see themselves as corrupt.
No, you're right. No. And as I said to you, we didn't even know, if I may reiterate, that there's such a thing called corruption, and the things that we're doing were actually engaging in corruption until in recent years. Having come here in America, learn about it, and now in Jamaica,
and this is where, and this is where I believe that the society, somebody within the society, they need, I don't know, some media campaign, or I don't know, somebody within the society need to start educating people. Maybe in the schools, starting in the schools, and let them know that, hey, listen, you cannot be criticizing the government about corruption when it is rampant within your society and you accept it. That is a problem, because people believe that these guys who go into government, they must manage the resources and then if it touch it. While if you take them up, they are correct in that assessment and their belief. But the disconnect that I have is that if you take them up, there's the same one who is saying, them thief and if you go to prison. Take them up tomorrow morning and put them in the same place. Them same one I got thief the resources.
And I agree with you. And I said to you, and you said it correctly, that people need to be educated. They need to be educated on what is and on what isn't. And so, and again, as you rightfully said, that because political representation or representative comes from the people, and so therefore, if you have a cesspool to draw from, what do you think going to happen? If you have a
there you go,
a population that engages in corruption, of course, that's going to come right over into the government. Absolutely. Because they're pulling from
100%. 100%. And therein lies the problem. So,
start
and that
at the
is why I say
grassroots. You have
that
to start at the grassroots
exactly.
level and
Weed
also
out the corruption from down there.
new generation to start to educate people
Mm-hmm.
and about this thing. And so therefore, hopefully they will stay away from it and have a different way of life. And also from there you get quote unquote non-corrupt government. But let me just say this final thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know why we associate on government with corruption? It is because of yes, our expectation of them, and also the magnitude at which they do it, and also because they are smoked out by the media or some other entity that say this MP takes that amount of money and or this minister. You see, because it is at that level, and because of people's expectation of their government, of their leaders, that is why. Well, I'm not gonna say. Let me not just say that is why. That could be one of the reasons why they tend to associate corruption in those quarters.
Mm.
Yeah, because I used to work at the my first job out of high school was at the parish council, and interesting enough, one of those parish councils has been embroiled in the corruption, and I can tell you this, that it's no surprise to me. It is no surprise to me at all, because of what I saw when I was working there. But I would think that it would be so rampant now because of technology. Back in those days, there was no such thing as computer, and the process was long-winded and just pen and paper.
Yes.
And so on and so forth. And let me say this to you. I remember when I buy a second-hand car from my cousin. I was working at the parish council. Wanted to do something else in my life. I required a car. And save my little money through credit union, and they will give you 5 times the amount what you have inside here as a loan. And I take it and make my cousin offer, get my cousin price for the car, family price. And could you believe that I would drive it to work, and word was going around that can bet a parish council money me take and buy the car. You see?
Yeah.
And I understand why they say that. I'm telling you. You see, it's there.
Yes.
And if I was a different person, I could be engaged in it. No, my values didn't allow me to. My morals didn't allow me to. But it was there.
Let me give you a story. You see, and this is. I was working, and you see, sometimes I use this story every time I talk about this corruption thing. I talk about how the society sometimes encourage the same society, and this is what is so sickening. The same society that talks about corruption and government corruption is the same society that will encourage people to do wrong things. Literally. Yeah. I was working at a place. To matter of fact, I can name the place. I was working at the U.S. Embassy. I was one of the security officers. Yeah? That, people never really like at the time. But
they work at U.S. Embassy.
Yeah, people, because we get a lot of bad names, but it come with the territory, no problem.
Come with the territory.
But you know how many people used to come to me as a little security guard guy working in there, offering me money, to do a thing for them. Poor me can't do a thing for myself. But because they see you, they
don't know that.
That's what I'm trying to. That is what I'm trying to say. Now they don't know. They believe that I am holding back. Sicky. Where you say, man, a liar tell, man, you have your friend them where you do it for, man, and those kind of things. No, I mean, like, on a daily basis, people would come and they're telling you how much money they can give you. Now, if I were a different person, I could end up in problems because I hear those figures, I could take their money and cook up all kind of cock and bull story. And then when them don't get what them want, guess what is going to happen? Me have to go leave my job.
Or they might come and get you.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Me have to go leave my job. And when they leave my job and they can't find me, guess what? They're going to come after my family. And these are the kinds of things that happen in the society. And sometimes it is pushed on you by the same people who are calling out corruption every day. Me no want to hear nothing from them. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody at Jamaica where I talk about corruption. And I'm dead serious.
And again, you're absolutely right, because you see, it has a rippling effect. Because go back to where I worked. It's interesting you bring that up, because corruption leads for one thing to the other. And of course, you and I know corruption involves money or something of monetary value. You know? And people get killed, and also that was a big part of the political violence, because people have political connections and want to get contracts, so they want to get pay off and so forth, and that caused political violence to raise its ugly head.
Yes,
because money involved and it is being dealt with in a dirty way.
Money don't share out for share, you know.
Exactly, and
it's the same thing that's happening in the scam.
The PNP boy, the MP or council give him a job, and the jail people and give him something. It is money based, and it, you know, it leads from one thing to the next, and it manifests itself in violence and political violence.
You're correct.
Yeah.
You're correct. It's the same thing with the scamming, and why a lot of them are dying, you know, because the same thing, because money come and money don't share, and everybody, because that's what happened with money and people who are not fair in their thinking. They believe that I take a little thing more than what me forget, and it not go the way how it's supposed to go, and share the way it's supposed to share, and then you know what's going to happen after that. So, and that's why I have come on the side of, and that's why, you know, I have been saying to the Jamaican people, want to stop listening to the PMP and Mark Golden about this corruption. Let them talk about something else. I don't want to hear them campaign on no corruption. Because at the end of the day, when they go into power, that's what I'm saying. When they go into power, they're gonna do the same thing that the government is doing, or do it worse. Because it is within, it is in our DNA. So I don't want to hear them talk about the development and the economy and whatever. Left the corruption brought outside, because fear hand no clean either. So
and then when the government become opposition, them come back to the
exactly so. Exactly so. That's what I'm saying, and that is why.
I mean, you are absolutely right. It's the whole thing about the old Jamaican proverb, "Pata cost kettle."
Same way, so you go, my brother. Same way you go. Same way you go.
It is.
Any Jamaican I hear talk about corruption, I run them. Don't want to hear. Don't come to me with that word. I don't want you to, because obviously you do not understand what it means. Until you can understand what the word mean and look into your life, then nobody come talk to me. Because at every level of the society.
The people who are listening in Jamaica, of course, when they're listening on Fit FM, that when you go down, and this is a place where corruption is rampant. When you go down a wharf, collect your barrel from America.
That's the worst place.
And then say, them say that this is how much money for clear it, and the man say, but okay, since there's let's say $2,000 to clear it, you know, why don't you just give me $1,000.
Let me tell you something. You see, that's another program. We have to do that program
And that's
by,
corruption.
by
Because that is
itself because
where
you see that WAF
that is
thing there.
the
The
WAP thing.
government need to regulate that. That place it is so mishandled. It is so mismanaged, and it is just. It doesn't make any sense what's happening at the WAF. There is no standard. People just just charge your money. It's like there is no set price for anything. It's like
No.
depends on which officer you meet today. They might charge you how much, and depends. It is like, what are they doing? That place is rife with corruption.
That is a cesspool of corruption.
Cesspool, my brother.
Everybody show the age is, and people know that. And for some reason,
Everybody from the government down to everybody know, and nobody's doing anything about it. Anyway, thank you for the call.
Money exists and money have to collect on something. There always corruption exists there.
Yes, man. Thank you for the call, my brother.
You can just quickly say something on the subject you mentioned. Though my friend, is been married to my ex for it's a long time. I've been married right now, but it goes back in the 80s when I was brethren, and we used to party and move around, just two of us, and so I was dating this young lady, and I had a car, he didn't, but we're brethren, and so Jamaica, we have a car, there's some privilege and certain conveniences you have.
Yes, man. I remember that.
So you come together and the man said, we have a party or we have a club, and stuff for you buy guests and stuff. When we have power and move around, he may have his girl and I have my girl. And I had a girlfriend before we started doing that, and as a result, we go together and him with us and so forth. And me and she break up. And as you're laying out the topic, I was trying to remember when did that relationship start with him and she start, but it start with us together. Me and she didn't have a bad breakup or anything. I think we just phase out and ensure an interest, and it's like trading places, and him and she was boyfriend and girlfriend around me, and go out in place and cook and eat and stuff. And there was no bad vibes or anything. And I'm marrying to her, and how many years ago. In fact, it's twice it happened. There was another friend who it happened with, and he also ended up. But I did not know. His later year, this other friend, his later years, he met this ex that we were all around together, and him tell me if I remember an ex-girlfriend I had, and said yes, and said she and I got married, and I said what? And it's through me both twice, and it didn't bother me. I don't think they weren't hanky-pankying, as somebody said when you listen. I said no, because it was open and transparent, and the way we were moving, it could be the hanky-panky go on, because it's as though I was the one, especially having the car, that kind of called the shots. They didn't really have the opportunity to hanky-panky. And for them, end up marrying exes that they met,
interesting.
Us together, so I can relate to it.
Okay. Right.
Not to be. My cousin actually
So you don't feel like the woman who is saying, hey, listen, your husband, you're divorcing me now, so hey, can I have him? you don't see nothing wrong with that.
But not necessarily, because again, it's a third example. My cousin, a late cousin, who she was very ill and basically have no use to her husband. And she had this long-time school friend, good up friend, and they're around, community and with her through the sickness and so forth 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 and so forth. And after my cousin died, I learned that her widow, her husband, remarried. So I inquired to who. So a person told me, you'd never imagine, I guess, that must be married to such and such a person who was right there as just in the same way laid out.
Yeah, well, in this case, the
But-
person
but-
had
but-
the
but
person
she
had
died.
died still. Yeah, that's
My
what I'm
cousin-
saying. So
my
that's how
cousin
it.
died.
That's a little bit
Obviously,
different.
Right, obviously,
Right.
her now a widow know the friend and the friend know
Right.
them and know how they are, and they came together and married.
Okay.
You know, so somebody that said maybe can tell me the first thing come to your mind, and maybe something they're going a long time, but not necessarily.
Mm.
It's also a matter of who you know and you know the person, and if like in the case of layout, the divorce is amicable. Now go friend and you ask and say it's cool. It's all right.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you very much.
I
Rick.
don't think you agree with that though. Like you know buy that.
No, listen. It's not a matter of that I don't agree with it or agree with it. I mean, to each his own, you know. You know, to each his own. It's just not something that I personally would see myself doing. You know, because I personally would see my friend's wife as off limits for me. So I wouldn't be looking at my friend's wife in that way, even if they separate. I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't know. I don't think so.
Let me say this to you. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know that Hunter Biden married to his late brother's wife?
Yes, man. I know that. Yeah.
Okay, so that is him deeper.
Me need to do that. Me know me need to do that. Me not do that.
But it's also scriptural.
Listen.
It's scriptural, you know.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible that if you,
I
if
know.
your brother,
There's a lot of things in the Bible.
Take,
Yeah.
take his wife.
Yeah. All right, Neil. Take it easy, brother.
Okay. All right, good.
The one in the middle save me. What you say, Jesus in the middle save me. Just sitting there by his side, I was the one on the right. Jesus in the middle save me. Oh, the one in the middle save me. What you say now, Jesus in the middle save me. Oh yeah, yeah, just sitting there by his side, I was the one on the right. Jesus in the middle, save me. When I sing, oh Lord, remember me. When you go into that place, remember me. When you walk in paradise, Jesus set me free from sin and shame, set me free. The one in the middle, he was in the middle. Jesus in the middle, save me. The one in the middle, save me. What you say now, Jesus in the middle, save me. Oh yeah, yeah, two sinners by his side, I was the one on the right. Jesus in the middle, save me. When I sing, oh Lord, freedom, freedom. Some are crying freedom, give us your wisdom, wisdom. The way into your kingdom. I am the way, the truth and the life. No man comes to the Father but by me, but by me. Oh, the one in the middle, save me. What you say now, Jesus in the middle, save me. Two sinners by his side, I was the one on the right. Jesus in the middle, save me. Say it again. The one in the middle, save me. What you say now, Jesus in the middle, save me. And I sing the Lord, two sinners by his side, I was the one on the right. Jesus in the middle, save me. Oh, freedom, freedom. Somebody crying freedom, give us your wisdom, wisdom.
Chris Whilby, the Vibes Master on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, covering the globe like no one else can.
The way into the kingdom. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me, but by me. Oh, the one in the middle save me. What you say?
Yeah, you can still give me a call, 774-408-8860. Say again, 774-408-8860. 774-408-8860.
Save me. Oh, what you say?
What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
You save me.
Do you have a topic on your mind? Or you want to make a comment on the two? I only throw two of them out there now. Let's see if I can find another couple to throw out there. A couple more.
You save me. Back on you save me. Let's just save me.
Radio station on the best on the best radio station.
This is Simone Murray, the Electric Unite Jamaica Diva, and you are listening to The Chris Whilby Show on Caribbean Vibes Radio.
I am a warrior, Christian warrior, with the weapon in my right hand. Oh God. Warrior, hey, warrior, oh, warrior,
You're live on the radio. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Very interesting stories that came across the way you presented it.
Mm-hmm.
But what can you do? Things do happen. I don't even know how you steer yourself clear of those problems, because anytime you have leverage, people will always try to abuse the leverage that you have.
Mm-hmm.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, man.
Anytime you have a certain amount of leverage,
Mm-hmm.
somebody will always come to you trying to make a deal with you.
That is true.
Even if you cannot make a deal,
Mm-hmm.
they think you can make a deal because of the position that you're holding.
Absolutely. And then now it is incumbent upon you to stand your ground. And it's funny enough, sometimes when you stand your ground, they chastise you as the terrible person because they believe that you are withholding something from them.
I have been in a position very similar to what you're describing.
Mm.
And when I was approached to do certain things, and I said to this man, I can't deal with what you're suggesting here. The guy walk away and curse at me saying, can you imagine you have that position and you're telling me no? Why are you telling me no? And he's cursing at me.
Yes, man. I got a whole heap of that, man. Like a whole heap, man. I was astounded. The first few times when it happened, I was like, is this really what? Yeah. I mean, like, seriously, people would come to you and they're dead serious about what they're offering,
Yeah.
and they're putting it to you in such a way that they want to convince you to take their money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and knowing that I was like, nope, I am not even. I never entertained any of those thoughts because I know the repercussion, because I was never in any position to help them the way how they thought I could have assisted them, and I just wasn't going to do that.
I have never tried to play a game to grab things. I never played a game. But people would always approach me and say, hey man, like how you run that operation there. You and I need to talk, So we said to them, What we going to talk about? So come up with talk, man. I'm going to tell you what me have in my mind.
Yes, man. Yes.
You go and you talk with him. I say, listen, man, I have never done what you're suggesting,
Mm.
And I don't want to promote it, so, hey, me not talking anymore.
Mm.
And that's where I end it.
Yes. Yes, man. It's a, and the thing about it, is that people don't. It's like the norm in our society. That is a problem that I have. Is that nobody believe what they are doing is wrong. They think that it's just, it's just a thing. We just. It's like one, according to them, it's just one hand scratching the other.
They think once you're in a position where you have a certain amount of leverage, they are going to approach you and use the leverage that they think you have.
Mm.
That's how they operate.
Yeah. It's rough, man. It's rough,
Anyway, that's my story.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate the call.
Okay.
I am a warrior, Christian warrior, with the weapon in my right hand. Oh my God. Warrior, hey, warrior, oh, warrior, hey, say, man, me nah back down, me nah back down, me nah back down. Satan kingdom must come down, it must come down. Go like a head, it a go fall to the ground, Warrior, hey, warrior, oh, warrior, hey, all of the Christians.
Yeah, you can still give me a call. I'm gonna see, still trying to see. Let me see if I can find one more. Let's see if I can find one more to throw out there before the time come my way up. There was another one that I got. Which one was it? Yeah, this one here. Let me. Let me see if I can bring this one here on camera, because I kind of like this one here, This one here, this one here is what is it? It's an Instagram post. Yeah, seems like it. Seems like it's an Instagram post, and I want you to listen. There's one thing that I came away with this posting here. One thing that I came away with, is it? And I want you to see if I am wrong with it. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, and let's talk about it. So get there.
Them 100%. I don't want to sacrifice other parts of my life, so I'd prefer to make the decision just not to have them.
To what lengths have you gone to prevent pregnancy?
I wanted to get a tubal ligation, but the doctors flat out refused to give it to me. They said unless you're over 35 or have children, which completely defeats the purpose. I just wanted to get off other forms of birth control because they made me so sick. So yeah, that was where I was at.
Geraldo, you're 35. Are you two on the same page about not having kids?
Yes, I never wanted to have them. I think it's the way that I was brought up. I was 12 years old when I pushed my dad out of the house. He was very violent. And because of that, I raised my other three siblings. They're younger than me. So I used to prepare food for them, take care of them. I feel like I already burned that stage. Now I have control of my life and I can do what I want to do with my life now.
Have you gone to different lengths in terms of birth control as well?
Yes, I saw her suffering a lot with the contraceptions. I thought it's my time to step up and do something about it as well. So I got my vasectomy done. It was super easy, very quick procedure. The doctor just asked me if I was sure with the decision I was taking. I filled a couple of forms, consent, done.
Now, Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to play the clip for you again from the beginning, and I want you to listen carefully. Why?
If I did have children, I know I would want to be able to give them 100%. I don't want to sacrifice other parts of my life, so I'd prefer to make the decision just not to have them.
To what lengths have you gone to prevent pregnancy?
I wanted to get a tubal ligation, but the doctors flat out refused to give it to me. They said, unless you're over 35 or have children, which completely defeats the purpose. I just wanted to get off other forms of birth control because they made me so sick. So yeah, that was where I was at.
Geraldo, you're 35.
Listen to this now. Did you hear what she said? She said that the doctors, she went to the doctor to get a tubal ligation, meaning she wanted to snip or tie her tubes. No more babies. She don't want any babies. The doctor said to her, you're too young to do it. 35, you are, in order for me to do it, you would have had to have had a baby before, or be over at a certain age or something to that effect. Now listen to what the doctors told the man when he went.
Are you two on the same page about not having kids?
Yes, I never wanted to have them. I think it's the way that I was brought up. I was 12 years old when I pushed my dad out of the house. He was very violent. And because of that, I raised my other three siblings. They're younger than me. So I used to prepare food for them, take care of them. I feel like I already burned that stage. Now I have control of my life and I can do what I want to do with my life now.
Have you gone to different lengths in terms of birth control as well?
Yes, I saw her suffering a lot with the contraceptions. I thought it's my time to step up and do something about it as well. So I got my vasectomy done. It was super easy, very quick procedure. The doctor just asked me if I was sure with the decision I was taking. I filled a couple of forms, consent, done.
Heard that? You heard what he said? It was super easy for him as a man. The doctors didn't give him no crap. They didn't talk down to him. They didn't ask him a bunch of questions. They just say, okay, you sure? Okay, here are some forms, sign them, snap, snap. That was it. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing that a woman is being told, hey, no, we're not going to do that. You have to have baby first before we can tie your tubes. Or you have to be over a certain age. But the man can go and, okay, you want to cut that thing? Yeah, man, just cut it. No problem. So in other words, the man has the right to do whatever he wants to do with his body. But the woman, on the other hand, has to be dictated to by the doctor. It is always interesting when I hear these things, man. It is funny.
We are warrior, Christian warrior, consecrated warrior, anointed warrior. Jump around, we are warrior. Praise the Lord, we are warrior. Give your hand, we are warrior. Fight the battle, warrior. Jump around, we are warrior.
I hear Jesus calling. Don't you want to go? I hear Jesus calling.
It is Anything Thursday.
You want to go?
Mixing it up.
Hear Jesus calling.
Different topics.
Don't you want to go?
What's your take on either of them? 774-408-8860. We still have some time left in the program. 774-408-8860. What's your take?
Oh, children, Jesus is calling. You better get ready. Jesus is coming back. Don't you want to go? He's calling by the thunder. Don't you want to go? He's calling by the thunder. Don't you want to go? He's calling by the thunder. Don't you want to go?
want to say good afternoon, good evening to my Fit family. How are you doing? Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. Well, the one and only energetic Julia Meikle Benaya. Every weekday morning. For the morning connection. Also live right here on Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. We cover Trelawney. We cover St. James. We cover Westmoreland. Matter of fact, we cover the globe like no one else can. Don't you want to go? There you have it. Don't you want to go? He's calling. He's calling. He's calling for the sinners, calling for the unrighteous, and he's calling you to repentance. Don't you want to go? Why wouldn't you want to go? He's calling you. Why don't you want to go? Huh? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the process of packing up to get out of here. But the first one that I threw out there, ladies and gentlemen, is about the friend. You know, I don't know. That one kind of interesting. That one kind of interesting. I don't know. That one kind of interesting still. It is Anything Thursday. Anything Thursday. Every second Thursday right here on the big bad station, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. If you are thinking about it, we want to talk about it. It is conversations, debates, fun, and laughter. Your thoughts and your opinions matter. Share them with us or send them to us at CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, care of info@CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. I say again, info@CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, or call us live on air at 774-408-8860. WhatsApp 508-762-7621. Come join the Key Vibers family. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. It is Anything Thursday. Every second Thursday right here on the Chris Whilby Show starting at 8 p.m. sharp. CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, covering the globe like no one else can. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's another topic, you see, that was sent to me. And it has to do with the debate on... we're going to take this one up next week. Because I think we're probably going to be out of time. Well, we're going to take this one up next week. But it's a very interesting one. It's one that we've been having since time immemorial. It's about people coming to the United States. Some people who come and decide that they will never go back. They swear never, ever, ever go back to Jamaica to live. And then you have some of us who, hey, you know, if the chance come, you know, we may go back home And then you have some who are preparing to go back home. They're making the preparation to go back home. So yeah, I think you have three categories of people. The ones who are definitely not going back home, unless they're dead and somebody put them on the plane. Then you have the ones who are like, I don't see anything wrong with me going back home. I may go back home eventually. And then you have those who are definitely going back home. The ones who are definitely not going back home often believe that the other two groups are crazy people. Sometimes they even cuss you out. Say them don't understand how you they here for so long and then you come and talk about you are planning to go back to Jamaica. And I say to those people, fine, to each his own. You definitely don't want to go back home. That's fine. Because as far as I'm concerned, some will throw a stone behind you. Some will not do that. Yeah? Some will love where we come from. And even the president call it the S-whole country. But guess what? We love the S-whole country. And we may not be living there right now, but our hearts and our minds are there. And the first opportunity that we get, we're getting out of the people in country. Am I wrong to think that the people who plan, who don't want to, like, they don't even want to hear you mention, it's like they get upset, literally get upset, when you say, hey, may I go back on my yard? Why is that? I would love to have a conversation. Why do some people get so mad when they hear other Jamaicans say that, hey, listen, I don't want to get old in this country. And even though I've been here for 15, 20 years, I am going home. Build a little house, and I'm going to retire there, even though everything is not perfect. Everything is not hunky-dory. Yes, the healthcare kind of suck. Yes, crime and violence. Yes, but at the same time, my heart is not here in the United States. My heart has always been in Jamaica. So, comes what may, I want to live out my golden years where my heart is. Is that so wrong? Is anything wrong with that, people? Me don't know. Me don't know if I explain it correctly, but I saw me get it still, so I saw me kind of sell it. I don't know. Wanna talk to me? Tell me if there is anything wrong with, in the comment section, if you can, tell me if anything wrong with people who want to go back to live in Jamaica even after spending a good chunk of their years in the United States. Why? Especially with what I know. Listen, man. Me not see nothing wrong with people who want to go back at their yard. So, wanna talk to me? Tell me, is it I don't know. I don't know. Talk to me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost there. Almost there. Just a few more minutes, and we will be wrapping up. This one here is from Colleen Davis, Blue Water.
Blue water. Every time we meet, I see the beauty in his eyes. Blue water. He must have carefully put the
is in your smile. Every time the sun shines on your face, I have reflections of His amazing grace. And there is where I'd rather be. When I think of what He's done for me, I see the blue waters and worship by the Caribbean Sea.
You were live on the radio. You're live on the radio. Good evening.
Yes, the reality of that situation is that some people are unprepared for what they need to do when they go back.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people are ready to go back because they have a planned business that will work.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll go back, set up the business, and it works.
Mm-hmm.
But others who never make any plan to go back does not have an arrangement like that.
Mm-hmm.
They have not trained themselves into something that is workable when they go back. So as a result of that behavior, they just feel that they can't go because their mind is unprepared for what they need to do when they go back.
So what about, yeah, I get that and I understand that. What about the people who they're just like, somebody may have came here like, maybe when they were children, 10, 11, 12 maybe, and then they grew up here, and then they hear other people talk about going back, and it irritates them. Why do you think that is?
Well, they're unprepared business-wise, because I know of cases where guy have some money, he goes down there and he sets up a KFC. KFC is doing very great down in Jamaica. There are 42 franchises there in operation. This year, they're building 8 more, so there'll be 50 franchises in operation in Jamaica by the end of the year. Now, if you have the opportunity to go back and build something that is working very well down there, I go back to do that.
Right. So,
Some people are unprepared.
Right. Mentally and physically too.
That's right.
Emotionally. They just
right.
And they get triggered. They get triggered when they hear other people say that they're going, what I think too, I think it's a little bit of envy too, because I don't think that they really dislike Jamaica that much, but because they are not prepared and they feel like, they don't want to hear you say you are go.
Let me quickly give you some numbers. There are 10 airlines from Europe that's flying here. There are 4 from Britain, from Canada, and 10 airlines from the United States that's flying to Jamaica. If so many airlines are flying to Jamaica, there must be something right about it.
Amen. Hallelujah.
If something wasn't right about it, so many airlines would not be flying there.
You are absolutely correct.
In a case like that, prepare your mind for what you need to do to get yourself back and set something.
I agree. All right. Thank you for the call, my brother.
Good, okay.
All right. God bless. It's it is always an interesting conversation to have, because a lot of times you can, if I could tell you the amount of times when I hear these, what's happening with my microphone? It's kind of acting up. Yeah.
I can hear your waves are rushing to and fro. Blue water.
This is where we're going to take the curtains down for another Thursday.
Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. But when we're there, yeah, nothing nice like Jamaica.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for keeping it
The tree with a glass of lemonade.
locked to CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. Linkage read the massive. Thank you. Fit FM 96.7. Thank you, everybody.
Jamaica.
Enjoy the rest of the night, whatever is left of it. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Next week we're gonna have an interview. We're gonna have an interview, a very interesting interview next week. I hope that you will come on, stick around. Trust me, this one here is gonna be riveting.
Jamaica love.
We have a politician, literally, we have a politician for next week. So make sure that you check it out, alright?
Jamaican of the link to the link.
We have a US politician
Make sure say when they are found and us mama visit West.
that we're gonna bring on the program.
Foundation.
This time, yeah, we need a politician.
It's a spear, anything guns and ammunition. Real Jamaican, no show me you want. No matter which part of the world where you stand. Me no matter what them want say about Jamaica, me sing it out loud, come proud to be one. Jamaica love, we wanna feel Jamaica love.
My KVRN family, thank you.
Jamaica love, Jamaica.
Love you guys. Looking forward to seeing you this Sunday.
Jamaica love.
Yeah.
The citizens of Jamaica.
It was fun hanging out with you another Thursday.
Jamaica. Pick up the youths where wipe your glass.
Take care of your beautiful selves.
Don't give up, Jamaica.
I will catch you.
Grass.
What good?
She get lost. Don't turn your face to the grass and fast. Show love to the elders. Respect to can them pave the way in the past. Some man want like say them better than people. Through them a drive a one vehicle. Vanity make them move evil. It easier for a camel pass through the eye of the nigger than the rich figure sit down in a heaven and bitch. That now work. Penny on me ever hungry again. Me a walk and look back every.
We the town of the people. Now this is Daddy you wipe on the street don't make a rhythm. Really good this coming your way like I was saying.
Me and me brethren, them a sit down on the corner. Light up the fire and a boil green banana. Later we have to go and glue out a Elsa.
Make a little stop by my girlfriend Lana. Long time when I see her, and a long time I wanna. Blaze up the music, now decide that I'll be my yard. I feel like jamming to the reggae beat. Bubble up your body, just a move your feet. I feel like jamming to the sweet vibration. Whoa, sweet Jamaica. If you love Jamaica, let me see your hand. Raise it to the sky and let me see your hand. If you love Jamaica, let me see your hand. Lord of mercy, sweet Jamaica. It bounce on the tree and now. Sweet Jamaica. I like the sweet Jamaica. All over the world, them have the jam rock fever. One strong people with a powerful culture. Baba with style are the fastest runner. Jamaican girls, them sweet like sugar. Ackee and starfish and coconut water. The Blue Mountain make you fly a little higher.
I feel like jamming to the reggae beat. Dance to the rhythm and move your feet. I feel like jamming to the sweet vibration. Whoa, sweet Jamaica. If you love Jamaica, let me see your hand. Raise it to the sky and let me see your hand. If you love Jamaica, let me see your hand. Sweet Jamaica. Sweet Jamaica. Sweet Jamaica.
Sweet Jamaica, we nah left ya. Love me ackee and my saltfish, we nah left ya. Savia man banana, we nah left ya. I'm a big flower dumpling, we nah left ya.
Ain't nothing like this sweet cool breeze a jam down. String up the sun, one heap of vibes can't done. Reggae music beautiful and people just a have fun. Jerk on a place, I work a fish a steam down.
Me proud of me island. Lord of God, me say me proud of me island. Come in Vegas, we proud of me island. Outlaw Josie will me say me proud of me island.
Sweet Jamaica. If you love Jamaica, let me see your hand. Raise it to the sky and let me see your hand.
That's what we say.
If you love Jamaica, let me see your hand.
Right.
Jamaica, Jamaica. That's where me come from. Bob Marley and the Railers, them are the and Donald Curry, they were the first champion. Now Usain Bolt at the world number one. Sweet, sweet Jamaica, and we be island style.
Congratulations to Caribbean Vibes Radio on reaching an incredible milestone, 10 amazing years on the airwaves. A massive shout out to the one and only Chris Whilby, a man of God whose innovative and pragmatic vision has catapulted this platform to the top of the broadcasting game. Chris, you've truly got it going on. Your energy, passion, and creativity have made Caribbean Vibes Radio a force to be reckoned with, covering the globe like no one else can. Here's to many more years of groundbreaking success, unforgettable vibes, and inspirational content. Keep soaring, Chris, and keep the vibes alive. Lady D Denise Gomez Green, host Inside the Zone. Adapt me say.
Baba we style are the fastest runner.